Were you all ready with a fucking...
Yeah. Just the tongue out and the shaka's up.
The shot?
How we doing? How we doing?
We doing alright.
That's something else.
What'd you call it?
I had this one up.
Yeah, this is the shocker, though.
Shaka. Shaka. Shaka.
Oh, I was talking bowling ball grip. Alright, that's my bad. Yeah, off to a
How could it
fantastic start.
start any other way though?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Elmo, what's up? Max Randall's in the chat. What's up, dude? Canadian girl. She's doing the fucking... What's up, too?
Sir.
Howard Tran, what's up, dog? Okay, so... I already forgot
Lots to
our
talk
topics.
about.
I already forgot our topics.
So much. You want to real quick talk about 272?
Yeah, let's talk about...
Come over here, but
I don't know. What was, like, huge on that card, honestly? It felt a little bit underwhelming, did it not? Like...
it felt flat. It was a good card, I think, like in terms of action and on paper, but it just felt kind of flat.
Like inconsequential or something.
I think it's because there's no gold on the line, you know?
Something like that. I will say...
How often do we have a pay-per-view with no gold on the line?
Not often. Like, really not often. You know, in the what the last time they did do it, they put a platinum
Yeah,
BMF
the
belt
fake,
on it.
but
And
unless
there's...
it's Connor or something.
Yeah, and there is something I want to speak on pertaining to the BMF belt here in a little bit. But Princess Perfect, what's up? I know now. Okay, so Marina Rodriguez, that was a banger.
That was a banger. And we knew that was gonna be a banger. That was probably like the most high level fight on the card, I'd say. You know, 3 and 4.
Well, besides the main, but it's different.
Obviously, yeah.
Because they're coming off losses and shit. So
yeah,
I just remember that card, man. It felt kind of, like I said, not bad, but like flat. You know, it felt like usually you get like, I mean, if I can just do what I do, man, I know I always make it about sex, but it's like it's like a good and then just like kind of just you finish and you don't really get that post nut clarity, bro, you know?
Yeah,
like
and you turn to her afterwards and you go 6 out of 10.
Yeah, you go, that's your fault.
Yeah, this Yelp review isn't going to be great.
Yeah, just
sorry,
wait
honey,
to the review I leave on your Tinder profile. But
speaking about Jan and Rodriguez, who did you have it for? I'm interested because it was quite close. The media was literally 50-50, which is kind of rare.
I thought Marina probably got enough done, but you know, like I've said it before, dude, I don't really watch fights in like
you don't score them. Yeah,
I never go like that's a 10. I go, bro, that's probably his round, you know, or that's her round. And like I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember, man. It was a good fight. I'm not mad at the decision. I know people had scored both ways. What'd you have?
I honestly had Jan by a fucking hair's breadth, but honestly, I had money on Jan. So, I mean, I didn't have money on her, but I picked her for the unfamiliars. So I might have been biased.
For sure.
I'd love to watch it again. It was a good fight. Jan hits like a fucking truck, huh?
Dude, when they started doing that shit,
she swings.
Yeah, dude. I was pretty surprised, and it made me think. You know, a lot of people what we wanted to see Joanna Marina before this, and maybe go, ooh, I think Joanna probably would have pieced that ass up.
Oh yeah, and she's holding out for a Wei Li rematch, huh?
Yeah, she wants like she wants either Rose, Carla, or Zhang, but she has really kind of switched over to Esparza and Rose are going to rematch, and I think she's cool with that because if Esparza was to win,
she'd piece her up
my whole grand scheme to get Joanna back with the belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she's down to rematch Zhang most of all.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
That's the fight to make. But yeah, so then the rest. So what other fights? Oh, dude.
We had Spivak Hardy.
That's exactly what I was gonna get into, dude.
Yeah, boy.
The way he struggled to get him down, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But then Greg Hardy sucks. There's my take. He blows. Spivak doesn't blow people out like that, dude. And like the thing,
No, he very rarely does. Yeah.
I have never heard more cap in my life in one interview than fucking goddamn Greg Hardy standing there. Like, dude, he was name dropping Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. You know, he was saying Ty doesn't even want the rematch with him. Like, the fuck are we talking about here, dude? I have never seen that much cap. I mean,
I can tell you why Tai Tuivasa doesn't want a rematch with you, Greg Hardy. It's because he's, what, 5 in a row, 5 knockouts. He's going for a belt. Yeah. And you're three losses by knockout in your last 3.
And hey guy, he smoked you.
Yeah, like not long ago.
Like Greg is holding on for dear life the fact that he wobbled him. Cool, bro. Who ended up on the ground dead, you son of a bitch. Like, bro,
it's true.
I know you need to be you know, confident. You're gonna be a professional fighter. You need to believe in yourself. But hey, guy. Guy.
Yeah, leave that one. Maybe take that L.
Yeah, I don't think they get rid of him though. They'll probably give him like someone easier. I mean, Spivak should have been one. Eat shit, Greg Hardy. That's fuck him.
For sure, absolutely. I think we all agree that. Kevin Holland, Alex Oliveira was fun.
That went about like I thought. I thought they.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. I think
I had a parlay with Oliveira getting a sub.
Oh yeah. That's fair enough.
I wanted Holland to win, but you know, we've seen where is his weakness, and Cowboy is fucking scrappy down there, dude. But you know, after he got out of that, went about kind of how I saw it going. Right, real quick, nothing in particular. What's up? And Luke, what's up? And Pound D, what's up? And Joseph, what's up, boys?
How you doing, lads? Thanks for joining in. Yeah. We will get to questions and stuff later. We're just kind of running through the cards real quick.
Yeah.
So, do you cut Alex Oliveira?
No.
Just because he's fun?
He always fights, yeah.
He has four losses in a row now. Not all by finish, excuse me. 4 losses in a row, though.
Maybe he should dye his hair red and smile all the time. Sir.
Sir.
Nah, but like he's good. I mean, look, he almost had him.
Sure.
It was a scrap, and I mean, look how many fun fights. Why get rid of someone who's fun? That's always
true.
Fun.
I think people tune in to watch him.
And it's also not like he's 38, you know. Like there's a ton of people you could build him up against, you know, or you know, derail him against and find out if they're real. So yeah, I wouldn't even put him on the chopping block to even analyze it, man. Yeah, I would.
Fair enough.
He'll be alright.
Bryce Mitchell, Edson Barboza. I don't think we expected a decision.
I didn't expect Bryce to drop his ass, bro, with a punch.
I didn't. No, absolutely not.
I mean, but this is like what I always say about, you know, Bryce doesn't want to be considered a pure ground fighter. And he doesn't really care, but he doesn't want to be. He doesn't feel like he is. But like I always say about the ground fighters, man, when they end up dropping far superior strikers, it's usually because of a threat of a takedown. And it's usually, a right or left hand. You know, whether it be an overhand, right down the pipe, whatever. Yeah. It's, you know, not a kick. You can tell if someone's throwing a kick or a takedown. You know, you feint level change, you throw. I don't even remember how Bryce set it up, but
it's like a nice 1-2, right?
Yeah, I think it was just a
straight down the pipe
1-2. And he sets up his takedowns a lot with a jab. So, you know, and Barboza.
He looked amazing.
Yeah, Barboza doesn't have the best chin in the world. He survived, but if you would have told me Bryce drops him in the first round, I would have. You silly bitch.
You're silly.
That's why MMA math doesn't work, bro. Andre Fili put a fucking banger on. He made it look like maybe Bryce needs to work a little bit, but no, Bryce went up. Fighting Edson Barboza. I thought Barboza was going to be able to give him some problems. Nope.
Plus, that was what? How long was... it was like a 15-month layoff? Nearly 2 years, something like that? For Bryce? For Bryce.
I'd say
Let me
less
check.
than a year. Less than a year. Maybe like 10
Andre
months.
Fili fight was in October 2020.
Did he? Did he fucking slice his nutsack open again?
Maybe. It might have been one of those situations.
Well, he was working his hands while he was gone then or something, my man.
Yeah. Looked good. And the rare face turn at the end there with the promising to donate half his fight purse to children in need.
Yeah.
Good on you, bud.
That's one thing, people can say whatever the fuck they want about, what he said on Helwani or whatever and like his political beliefs. Dude, the guy, I have never heard someone that met the guy that doesn't think he's a very, very fucking genuine person. Good guy. He's a good guy, That didn't really surprise me. What surprised me more is Dana White saying, "Nah, don't give him half your paycheck. I'll cover it." So
very rare face turn from Dana White. That doesn't happen often.
That's cool. I like that.
RDA Renato Moicano.
Okay, you go first.
This is something to talk about. I mean, well, obviously the question is going to be should it have been stopped. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I think Renato looked slow compared to how we're used to seeing him. Like even from the first round, not just from cardio, from the short nose. He looked slow. Yeah, didn't look good. I'm wondering if it's the flight, the cutting weight on the flight. I know 160 isn't as much of a weight cut for him, but it's not fun when you're flying 20 hours. I think he had like 3 layoffs as well. Yeah, layovers, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's shitty.
Did they do a fucking catch weight?
Yeah, it was 160.
So they went up 5 pounds. Yeah, that's brutal. That's brutal.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it didn't look good.
Yeah. So do you think the fight should have been stopped?
I hate this question so much. It's so tough. There's some where it's like, yes, definitely, please, God, stop it. And I don't know if it was one of those fights. But at the same time, I love how Mark Goddard handled it. You could hear him on the broadcast saying, show me you're still here, or I'm stopping it. I like that. I think refs should do that, because if it's up to the fighter, then they're not gonna quit. And most coaches wouldn't stop it either because they want to win.
Rare. It's so rare. It's not like boxing.
So I love that. And Renato came out and he looked better than he had for the past 2 rounds, and he was landing. I think the last round was like the best Renato looked, even though he was hurt.
Yeah,
he was throwing.
It's one of those things. It's like hindsight. Yeah, do you stop it? Like they were saying, "Oh, this is over." I thought Rogan and them were being like, "I don't care what the commentary's saying. It's not up to them." But I thought they were playing it over a little bit too much because I'm like, dude, Mark's got an eye on him. They brought the doctor in twice. They say he can see. He is firing back. It's not like he's getting immediately taken down, bashed on. Not like anytime he got an open, he was trying. And that's the point, right? That's when you stop a fight. I think, so what? Okay, so ref is supposed to stop the fight when someone's health is in serious danger. And that could be argued all day for sure. But if, that was the corner's job to stop that fight at that point. In hindsight, you look back and you go, dude, Moicano rocked him at the end. And part of it might have been because RDA, wasn't trying. You could tell. Yeah. You could tell he wasn't. He didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I was fine with it
yeah.
during. Yeah, that's up to the corner, man. That's up to the corner. I think people would have bitched. No, maybe people wouldn't have bitched, but then we wouldn't have seen that 5th round.
Yeah, it's hard. Like, I wouldn't have been mad if they'd stopped it. Honestly, I wouldn't have been upset. Yeah. I think the only fight I've ever been like upset that they stopped it in between rounds is Diaz Masvidal. Yeah. Because he wasn't hurt; he was caught, and it was under the. It wasn't. There was no issue.
Yeah.
Renato was just getting battered around. Not just the eye issue; he was just getting beaten up.
His face looked like when I was like 10, and I Mom, let me cook dinner, and I made fucking hamburger helper, and it looked like shit. Like, bro, he got torched.
Yeah, he got turned inside out.
So yeah, I'm fine with it not being stopped, especially in hindsight. But even live, I was like, nah, this is why. That's up to the corner. At no point, Mark said
Sure.
the 30-second thing, and at first I was kind of like, nah, that's fair. That's fair. Make him fight back. Like, make him do something. But
Yeah,
now,
I like
had
that.
he fucking gone out there and like thrown some crazy shit and put his chin out and got fucking nuked, then we'd all hate
It's
Mark
true.
Goddard for it. So it's like one of
It's
those
true.
things, man. How do you really argue it? The way it all
Hmm.
turned out okay. He went to the hospital. He
Yeah.
got cleared. He's okay. So
Hmm.
you know, hard to say when it's happening.
So main event.
All I have to say about that is that exactly how we said it probably should go. The only
Yep.
time Jorge's gonna have a chance is if Colby fucks around with the striking too much. Now here's where Colby's game's very effective. Colby's game's always effective because he's tiring your ass out. So if you do get that opportunity like Jorge got later, you're already fucking gassed, bro. Or at least maybe not gassed, but you don't have it in the tank to just go full blitz.
Yeah.
Like he
And
chin
Jorge's
checked.
never had an issue with cardio. Not really.
Yeah.
Colby
Yeah.
tires everyone out.
Yeah. So I find it interesting he had more success getting him down than Usman did. But again, that's MMA math, man. That shit don't matter for shit.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
I think it's an interesting aspect, the whole they were teammates thing.
Yeah,
I'm
they knew each
sure,
other's game
and
plan.
yeah, and Colby was basically, from what I can tell watching them train, Colby was almost Jorge's like wrestling coach, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm sure he knew where he was weak in
Yeah.
terms of defending takedowns. But we don't know. And like you said, MMA math doesn't work. We basically knew this was going to happen. 16 and a half minutes of control time.
When he started, when he bobbleheaded him against the cage, dude,
Mhm.
I was like, oh shit. I thought Jorge was gonna go down, but
Yeah. There were times where it looked like they were landing decently, but Colby doesn't hit hard. And I know that's weird to say. He's a professional fighter
he
and
doesn't hit
whatever,
hard
but
compared to the hard hitters.
yeah, like he has one knockdown in his UFC career. And it was in 2016.
Jesus Christ.
So that's all you need to know. The dude doesn't knock people down.
Yeah.
That's proven. He must have landed about 1,500 strikes in his UFC career, and only one has ever knocked anyone down. So that's all you need to know.
Always said, hitting.
Hmm.
Well, one thing I think is fucking funny. I tweeted about the whole Drake thing, bro. Drake putting and I cannot believe how many
Oh
people
yeah.
popped up in my shit, saying I was dick riding Drake or I was on. I'm like, no. Like, dude, or gatekeeping. I'm like, I don't care if he's an MMA fan. I'm just saying, if I only came around for the fights I was really interested in, and my guy Jorge right here, but I'm gonna put 275K on him. Every time I came around to watch an event, I got smoked. Nope. I wouldn't even be a fan. And people go, "Oh, bro, it wasn't even his money. It was a promo." I don't give a fuck. Dude,
Yeah,
what,
yeah.
if he would have put it on Colby, then that's like $100,000 free dollars. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't mean anything to him. It's fucking
Yeah.
stupid. Don't you get tired of losing? I don't care. Let Drake be a fan all he wants. I don't give a fuck. But that's
Yeah.
stupid as shit. If you've watched MMA at all, and again, I don't care if you're casual.
Hmm.
What the fuck are we talking about, dude? That's exactly how that fight should have happened.
Yeah, and that's how it was always gonna go.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, so what do you
Yeah,
do next? Oh, go ahead.
No, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's a shitty situation. Obviously they're both lost to Kamaru twice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Jorge's in that part of his career, that kind of Diaz McGregor-y part of the career where he's just going to get put on pay-per-views to sell them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's not at the same level as Conor or a Diaz brother or whatever, but with the whole BMF title thing, you can just sell pay-per-views with Jorge now. So I don't think he needs a title shot,
No. I don't think... Because apparently they asked Dana about making the BMF belt up for grabs on this, and he said it would make sense, wouldn't it? Not really, because that thing was, what is it? But I think the reason they didn't, especially when it was brought up and he said it would make sense to, is to keep that draw power for Jorge, because anyone in the right mind knows he was probably going to lose that. So then now, even though Jorge's lost, yeah, you don't maybe do a title shot, but now you could still set up, I think, the clear fucking fight to make, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my immediate first thought. And I know probably a bunch of people said it, dude. Conor versus Jorge for the BMF belt or some bullshit. You get
Yeah,
away
that's
with
the
that.
kind of thing. That's the kind of thing it's going to be. Jorge's not making a title run ever again.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against him. It's he doesn't need to
It's
because
incredible
he's
he
a
came as
draw.
far as he did.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a draw. So, like, Colby Covington's not a draw. Jorge Masvidal is a draw.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that Covington beats Masvidal. That's just how it's going to be.
Listen.
Covington is the harder person to matchmake for.
Yeah. What I
I'd
thought
say.
was weird about Colby's call out
Mm-hmm.
is if his goal is obviously the title, why did you call out Dustin Poirier? Like maybe build back, but I thought the clear call out in that fight was you want winner of Khamzat and Burns.
Yeah.
That's title
That's
shot.
how you do it.
That's title shot.
I feel like it's a possible Colby's trying to get into that Masvidal Diaz McGregor kind of situation.
And then
just
maybe
taking fights that people will watch, you know.
Sure.
Because people will watch. Poirier's built himself a name now after the McGregor bouts. I'd say Poirier's a name. People would probably buy that pay-per-view.
Well, then you have the beef with him too. I mean, he's already beat 3 of his former teammates. That'd be like the 4th.
But can I just say, and I hope everyone else agrees, I don't want to see that fight.
What, Jorge or Colby Dustin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either. I would way rather see. I would. Well, who is it? Do Luque. I'd prefer Luque over Dustin. I'd prefer give me Dustin and Nate. Give me Jorge Connor.
Yeah.
And then give me who did I say first? Dustin, Nate, Jorge Connor, and then
Covington, Luque.
Sure, that or winner of Burns. Let's say Burns beats Khamzat. Do Colby Burns for a rematch for the title?
Yeah, that's fair. I'd say
that's
the
most sense. And like I said before, they even made either of those fights, Colby's or Khamzat's. Dude, Khamzat versus Colby would have answered every question we need to know about Khamzat. He went out there and smoked him, double champ. I'm gonna just go ahead and sign it. You know, like who knows? Yeah. Who knows what the fucking ceiling is now?
Exactly. Yeah, he still needs that. As impressive as Khamzat is, he needs that win that sort of makes it obvious.
Yeah.
That he's the next guy.
I don't think you book him until you see what happens with Burns and Khamzat. If Burns beats Khamzat, Burns I don't think deserves a title. I mean, I don't want to. I'm not trying to.
No, he's just lost to Usman.
He got smoked. He got smoked where Colby did not. So I think the perfect fight would be Burns and Colby. Khamzat wins, smokes Burns. I'm totally fine with him getting a title shot.
Yeah, he's getting the belt. Next.
Yeah.
If he beats Burns and he beats him well, he's getting a title shot. There's no doubt.
Yeah, so that's what I found weird about his call out, dude. I feel like there's so much other shit you could do.
Imagine calling out a fucking lightweight as well.
Yeah.
Not a good look.
Not impressed.
So that was the pay-per-view that was.
Yeah. Felt super underwhelming. But good. It was a good card. You know, what ifs.
Yeah, there were some good fights on it. I'm glad it happened. It did feel underwhelming. Do you want to real quick talk about the fights coming up?
Yeah.
Just ones we're interested in.
Let's do some speed
rounds. And then we'll do some questions.
Speed rounds.
Speed rounds!
We have our list. So we had 272. That one, obviously, we took a minute to get through real quick. So what did I say? What did I say here? So we said Eagle FC. Let's speed round it.
Shit, let's do it.
So you got JDS signed to fight Yorgan De Castro. Totally cool with that. I really hats off to Khabib. You know, instead of them fucking Triller getting a hold of JDS and giving him a bare knuckle fight, you know, with fucking like I tweeted earlier, you know.
Yeah.
That's a fair fight. Yorgan De Castro versus fucking JDS.
Yeah, JDS should win that fight.
Should. Yeah. Fair enough, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm much cooler than with it than him going to Triller, but it is getting worrying who Eagle FC is putting in, I'd say. Because Khabib came out saying, you know, you're going to see people go from Eagle to UFC.
That's what I say, like, dude, the UFC has a monopoly on it, and it's not even like a bitch. Like, I'm glad. Like, I want all the best fighters in one organization. Now, I would like them to all be treated fairly. Like, that's a whole different conversation. But people that act like Bellator is going to be... Dude, every other place... Nah. Name me stars that are organically built in other promotions. Kayla Harrison, AJ McKee, Nemkov. There's a few.
Yeah.
You know, there's not that many, man. There's just not that
No.
many. And most of these other big organizations, when they act like they got a big card, their biggest cards are washed up or released UFC fighters.
UFC fighters. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no competition, and like you say, that's good and bad. But the thing that worries me is the kinds of UFC fighters who are getting booked by Eagle FC. You know, people like Rashad Evans, and yes, he did very well in his Eagle FC fight, but you got to remember he couldn't get licensed for years because of brain injuries. You know, JDS really at the tail end of his career, lots of bad knockouts. Diego Sanchez. Especially Diego Sanchez, Kevin Lee, like that is that not troubling matchmaking to you?
That's what I don't get about people that act like this is the answer, bro. This is the answer. See, like this is the new. They're gonna beat the UFC. What are you talking about, dude? Yeah. Kevin Lee should fucking smoke Diego like Matt Brown Hellbow style, bro.
Yeah, it shouldn't be close, and it's worrying. I'm worried.
But that's what happens. Like, is there something better Khabib could do? Yeah, and we're not necessarily blaming him. Like Bellator, anybody. Like, what can you actually do though? Who is there out there that UFC doesn't have that has name value that brings people in? Because at the end of the day, you do MMA not for LOLs and funsies. You do it to make fucking money.
Yeah, I'd say there's kind of two sorts of B League promotions. There's the sorts that do have their own talents that just aren't up to UFC scratch, but they're growing their own talents. People like PFL, people like One, people like Ryzen to an extent. And then there's the people who are taking stars from UFC who should be retiring or who are on their last legs, you know, like Bellator is, like Eagle is, you know.
Well, see, and I can understand like another perspective of this where you go like, this isn't always. That's how thick my beard is, bro. I can just stick a fucking. Okay. There is a perspective you could look at and you'd be like, we don't always plan to have, you know, our main events be headlined by UFC fighters that are probably over the hill. We're kickstarting to get eyes on our own talent here. Get their names because people are gonna chime in to see fucking JDS or whatever, Kevin Lee, Diego, and then they'll see our guys. I can understand that, you know, like maybe that there's something to that, but yeah, that's Eagle FC. It was fun watching last time, so we'll see how it goes this week. But yeah, Kevin Lee's probably gonna smoke him. Any last thoughts on that one before we go to next?
Okay. Wrapped it up.
What was the next topic? Let me see. So we got Eagle FC, Tai Stipe. Okay. I'm down.
Okay.
I'm about it.
Okay.
I'm about it. I mean, is it what Stipe deserves? No, but you could look at it a couple different ways. You can go, okay, this should be, when you stack up the competition they fought, this should be an easy rebound for Stipe. Puts him right back where a lot of people feel like he should be. Title contention, perhaps rematch with Ngannou, whatever it may be. I don't know. I don't really care. I think that tells us like Stipe. I mean, I think Jones is gonna come back, and I think Jones now either fights. I thought Stipe Jones was the best fight they could have done.
Yeah. Do you think he fights Gane now?
I think he fights Gane or Ngannou. I think he either gets a title shot, maybe. Hey, no, actually, I figured this out the other day. I was thinking, no, this would make perfect sense. They do Tai, Stipe, you know, let them do that. And then Jones comes back, fights Gane. If he wins, he gets rematched in Ngannou while they figure out all the contract issues.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Stipe beats Tai. John Jones loses, or they don't ever book that fight, he doesn't come back, then you can give Stipe the rematch. Or do Stipe Gane. So, I mean, it kind of sets itself up. It's a banger of a fight, and I think the reason it's so, like, what? Is because you wouldn't have seen this a year ago. A year ago?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just crazy how much the division has changed. And don't forget, Tom Aspinall is fighting in a week against Volkov.
He's there. He's right up there.
Right there. You could do Gane Aspinall if Aspinall wins.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a jump, but
Easily.
what do you think?
I think so. I think after thinking about it for a little bit, I think Stipe versus Tai ticks a lot of boxes for me because I think with Stipe, the issue is I feel like the longer you're out, the more fights you need to get back to the title shot. And you can say Stipe deserves a immediate rematch, and yeah, I can see why. But he has been out a year now, and I'm glad he has because he took a fucking walloping. But the longer you stay out, the less likely it is that you get that immediate shot. And I'd say Tai has gotten the wins in terms of numbers to prove that he can battle for the belt, but he hasn't beaten super technically rounded guys. They've kind of just given him people who will bang it out with him. So if Tai gets through Stipe, I mean, fuck, just give him the title shot.
Yeah.
And if Stipe comes back and proves he's still got it, and the time off wasn't a big deal, and he's still in the conversation, and he beats Tai, would be more than happy to have that fight with Ngannou. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a really good title eliminator. Yeah. Jones is the outlier, like you say. Like, we have no fucking idea what's going on, so it's really hard to book around him. But I feel like there's enough talent I never thought I'd say this. I feel like there's enough talent in the heavyweight division
yeah,
that you can book around it. You got Gane, you got Volkov is still there. You have to remember that Volkov was the guy that Gane beat to kind of give him that legitimacy.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if Ngannou's gonna be out while they figure out what the fuck's going on, yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fights you can make.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. Who fucking knows? Okay.
Who knows? But they're all good.
Yeah. All right, let's do spit takes on these, bro. Tony Chandler. You go first.
I know that you're gonna have a little bit of a different take to me, I think. We'll see. Fuck, that sucks for Tony. Like, I mean, if Chandler comes out and just fucking murders Tony Ferguson, it's gonna feel sick. It's gonna feel not fun. You know what I mean? On the run that he's on right now, Tony. And I know you're gonna say, I think Tony takes it, or I think Tony can compete, or something. But like, that's the thing that worries me the most. It's a big fight, it's an interesting fight, and it's a fun fight, but it scares me a bit for Tony. What do you got?
Violence. Okay. Here's the thing. I feel like people are so quick to write people off because they have losses. Yep. And yeah, they can be bad sometimes. Like, dude, that Gaethje one was straight up scary. You know,
it's a bad loss.
But you look at the people he's lost to, it's not like he's just losing to nobodies, man. And he survived all of those. I mean, they eventually called the Chandler one, right? I mean, the Gaethje one. Against Tony.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, he
eventually kind of
took a jab and started shaking his head like a dog. They were like,
out.
"Yeah, we're good. Thank you."
So where does Tony excel where Chandler doesn't? Gas tank. Jiu-jitsu. Wrestling is on point for Chandler. Super explosive.
Yeah.
If he can't finish Tony, I absolutely do think Tony has a chance. Now,
oh for sure.
Do I find it far more probable that Chandler chins him? Yeah, but Gaethje did over and over and over until people have seen enough.
Yeah.
So, dude, he fucking Oliveira turned his arm into a fucking rubber band, and motherfucker still fought 3 rounds. Like, bro, like that dude don't get finished, man. It just doesn't happen. And Chandler, not that he doesn't have a solid gas tank, but it's not like Tony's. I think people acting like this is a grave being dug for Tony. I don't think it's that bad. But at the end, it kind of it's not that wild. What do you really do? Like Chandler Islam? If you didn't do that? Because you could argue.
Yeah, Chandler's in a weird spot, isn't he?
Yeah, you'd be like, he's on 2-fight losing streak. Why would you do Islam? Islam's going to fight Beneil. What do you really do? I think, I don't have a problem with this. Chandler, Conor would have been dope. Conor not taking shit since Dana said, well, I mean, it's up to the champ. If the champ wants to fight Conor, we'll talk about it. Conor salivating until he didn't give a fuck. So,
yeah.
I don't think it's that. And we've also been anticipating they kind of make this fight, so I'm about it. I'm with it. Whatevs.
It
We'll
does
see.
worry. It worries me. That's all it is. Like I think if after that pay-per-view, because I mean I assume it's gonna be on a pay-per-view. It's got to be. If after
Yeah, it's
that
on
pay-per-view we're
274.
talking about, oh shit, yeah, sorry. If after that we're talking about how Tony needed to go to hospital after 5 rounds of taking fucking leather off of Michael Chandler, I'm gonna feel really bad about it. You know what I mean? It's just that's the only hesitancy for me, I'd say.
I guess I'm feeling heartless today. I love Tony.
You just like violence, my friend, and I don't blame you.
It's pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, I'm like so low energy today. Like I'm like, well, you signed the contract, my man. You know what you're capable of. But I really
It's
do.
true.
Faith's saying, "What's up, Faith? You're crazy if you think Tony looks even remotely good in this fight." I don't think he'll look good until at least halfway into the second round. Oh, I don't think he's gonna look good at all at the beginning.
I'm interested on the odds.
Yeah,
I don't think.
those will come out
Yeah.
quick. I don't think he will look good at the beginning at all. But if he survives, that's where he might. Might. Of course, I'm not picking Tony, but I think it's disingenuous to think. Maybe I'm totally fucking wrong. Cause yeah, Chandler might just fucking Gaethje might have just ruined that chin, you know. But that was also who knows, man. That's Tony fucking Ferguson, bro. Dude's an alien. Who knows? Who fucking
He
knows?
is.
I'm not that mad at it, and Chandler's not a douchebag. It is what it is. I picked Chandler, but I think he fucking chins him, probably TKOs him or something. But I think the farther who knows? No, I picked Chandler, but I just don't think Tony's gonna get. He's probably gonna get smoked, but life's life, you know.
What do we got next, bud?
Okay, the last thing on the Santos Ankalaev. Okay, we'll just say this: the whole card is actually a fucking banger card, dude. The card's like really good. T-Rex stepping in against Drew Dober. That's a banger, bro. If he can go out there and beat Dober,
yeah, that's a massive step up.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, definitely buying VIP tickets on that train. On that hype train.
For sure. What else have we got on that card? It's a fucking great card, guys. If you haven't looked it up and down, it is a great fight night. Like you put a title fight at the top of this. This is an all-time good pay-per-view.
Yeah.
In my opinion, Alex Pereira's coming back.
Yep.
Looking to do some more fucking damage.
I think he's talking a little bit of nonsense.
There's some stuff going on, huh?
He's talking some nonsense.
Khalil Roundtree.
Dude. Oh yeah.
Khalil Roundtree, Carl Roberson. That's a banger. Marlon Moraes coming back against Yadong Song.
Shit, Christ,
slightly worrying.
For who?
For Marlon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Marlon's three KO streak losses.
In what, 2 of them he was winning at first?
Yeah, he was doing well, but they were pretty bad. Like the Sandhagen one was that spinning back kick.
Then the
Rob Font
Marab one.
Marab murdered him. Yeah, pretty nasty losses. Yeah. But he has taken a little while off at least.
And Song Yadong is like the 3rd youngest ranked fighter in the UFC. 10 fights.
24 years old.
This will be his 10th fight, and he is, like not even 25.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
And he's only lost 1, and it was close.
So it'll be interesting, and I love Marlon, so.
Yeah.
You know, that's
and then you got
kind of a PFL homegrown guy, right? Or was it World Series of Fighting?
Yeah, World Series of Fighting for sure.
Same shit. Yeah.
Thiago Santos, Magomed Ankalaev. That's a huge fight at 205. Ankalaev, if he had 1 second to not tap to Paul Craig,
never lost. Yeah.
This dude is like murder Russian. You know what I mean?
He's got everything. He can do everything.
It's terrifying. Front kick knockouts, fucking Dagestani strangles.
Me and Jason have been saying like for a long ass time, that's like the dark horse of the division for real. Like people don't really know. I mean, the bettors do. Look at the odds. Christ.
Yeah, if he gets through Maheta, I mean, his last 2 wins, Özdemir and Krylov, like those are legit. And he's 7 in a row now.
Rip Santos.
So yeah, rip Maheda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that fight night. There's a couple more fights lower down that are really good. I'm actually really excited, and I'm excited not to have to do an unfamiliars for it because I don't want to think too hard about it.
What I'm not excited about is that not many people are gonna be watching it.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna be like, "What, bro? Oh, it's all the cards that have no names." That dude, no. If you know a guy, unless you're Drake,
yeah.
You could look
Shots
at this.
fired. Yeah. Drake's catching strays on the podcast.
Unless you're fucking Drake, my man, you can look at this card and know that it's worth some shit, dude. So
yeah, there's names the whole way down.
Yeah.
Much. I mean, Miranda Maverick's on, and I didn't even realize until just now.
Yep.
It's a good fucking fight card. Cool. You want to take some cheeky cues or go for
if you want to put questions in the comments, we take those, and then also look at these ones on Twitter. I'll read these.
Twitter. Yeah. So you guys, we'll do some Twitter questions, and you leave some in the chat, and we will jump on them after.
We're gonna rapid fire these. I'm fucking tired, man. I think you guys can tell too. What would you do? Eliminate the women's division from the UFC or not watch UFC for 5 years?
Oh my god.
Okay,
that's such a heartless question. Who was that?
I know he's heartless, son of a bitch, Mike.
Dude.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I will say this. If you get rid of the women's division for 5 years and they come back after that, so I can keep watching UFC. But if you eliminate them entirely, not watch UFC for 5 years.
Dude, that's fucking harsh. I'm not even gonna answer that. That's fucking harsh.
Yeah, I even
I had
to put an asterisk on it to even answer it.
How dare you, sir?
Princess says, "How awful is the UFC for booking Tony and Chandler?" Like I think we kind of answered that one. It feels heartless, but it also, when you look at it, kind of makes sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense when you see Tony's last couple.
It's harsh. To me, I think I'm a little bit on the Twitter side, for sure. But I understand your point of view, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm just terrified. Like, if Tony comes out and rubber guards him, I'm like, yes. Go, Tony. I love violence. This is a great fight.
Watch him fucking ankle pick him and choke him out. For sure. Told you guys, what the fuck are you guys worried about, bro?
You can say you told me so if that happens. Yeah. I will allow it.
Okay, we got, are there any changes you think should be made to pound-for-pound rankings? Ooh, that's kind of
I'm going to look at them.
I know we looked at this the other day.
Oh, Connor, get him off. What the fuck? Is he still on them?
Just read off the top 10.
He's not. Okay, that's good. Okay, we got Kamaru Usman, Adesanya, Volkanovski, Ngannou, Oliveira, Holloway, Jones. John Jones is still on them.
Yeah.
Poirier, Pidion, Glover Teixeira, Davison Figueiredo, Stipe Miocic, Brandon Moreno, Robert Whittaker, Jan Blachowicz.
I have problems at the last end of that. But the one, just name one. Okay, Poirier shouldn't be that high. He shouldn't be higher than, you said a name.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's fair. Who came right after Poirier? The last two that came after Poirier.
Piotr Jan.
Piotr Jan should be way higher than, and Glover, that's pretty high. Mm-hmm. Piotr Jan should be higher than Dustin for sure. I mean, he should probably be top 5. That's my biggest one. There you go.
I'd say get Jones off until he comes back.
Sure.
It's been too long.
Sure.
I love that Holloway's so high up, but yeah,
we need some consistency.
Probably he could drop a couple.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's been a lot worse. I'm glad that McGregor's not on it. That took a while.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
What else we got?
Darren Till and Hamzat Chimaev bromance. Not even a question, it's a statement, but yes.
Yes, it's so good.
Yes.
I'm so glad that there's videos coming out, you know?
Fuck yeah.
If that kind of thing happens and we don't know. Yeah, we did. James Mystery grabbed them backstage, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, if that kind of stuff comes out and you just don't know because they're not filming or whatever, that's lame. So I'm real happy that there's lots of that stuff. It's funny as shit.
Jason says, talk about our hopeful meetup in Phoenix. Jason Williams, you know you're my boy. I am going to that Phoenix card almost undoubtedly. I might be going to UFC London next week. That's part of why I'm so fucking tired.
It's gonna be a long week.
It's gonna be a long fucking week, man. Moicano's eye, does it still work? That's from your boy Ezra. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He went. I mean, I don't know if you're making a joke, but yeah, allegedly. He went to the hospital. He said he got out. He said he's okay. So, thank God for that. Mickey Gall is a true goat.
Disagree.
Kingpin Dana White, I will punch you in the dick, sir.
Disagree.
Does Khabib deserve to be in the Hall of Fame before Anderson Silva? No. But I think the reason that there would be any argument that he would is because Anderson is technically still kind of competing in combat sports, but still no.
And for competitors as well. Not that Trilla's a competitor or whatever, but
yeah, you know. Yeah. So, Khabib's done. So that there. But no. Those are the Twitter ones. So then what do we got over here? Read that one. Opinions on the probable fight between Whitaker and Vettori. Perfect fight to make. Perfect fight to make.
I love it. I love it. I'm really excited to see. Whenever Robert Whitaker fights someone he hasn't fought before, because the dude has so many rematches, it's always intriguing.
They find out. Yeah.
It's intriguing to me because he's so good. And we know that Israel's a step ahead, but Israel's about 15 steps ahead of the rest of the division.
Yeah. I think
Bobby
that's going to be
on another level, you know?
Yeah. I think that's going to be a fucking banger. I think that is the fight. Yeah, that's the fight. Dude, I can't believe how many people saw him say, like, skinny Rob for another week. Or fat Rob.
Yeah, I thought he was dropping.
Dude, he always says that, guys. Come on.
It's just just weigh-in week.
He literally says he wants to fight, he wants to chase a title at... I think he's even talked about dabbling 205. He's not going to fucking 170.
He's not going down. Like, he's like 7 years older than the last time he made 170. He's not making it. He's huge now.
Get a job, guys. He's not going to fucking welterweight. But yeah, that's a great fight, and I will pick Rob. But I think we've all been, dude. Vettori's a dog, and he deserves to be where he's at. So that's gonna be a banger. There's no way that fight. What's dope is neither of them have like one shot KO power, so they're probably gonna beat the fuck out of each other.
It's gonna be 5 rounds.
They both have.
I hope it's. Have they booked it?
No, but it's gotta be a 5-rounder.
It'll be a fight night.
Fight night main event, dude, and both of them have great defensive grappling. They're gonna beat the fuck out of each other. It's
gonna be a good fight.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Okay, last one. Or which division? 2 more. Did you guys coordinate the aviators on purpose? Of course. Of course.
Hell yeah.
Max even told me right before the podcast, I've never bought like nice sunglasses, but I went out and ripped these fucking Ray-Bans.
This is a Mac Malley inspired purchase, guys. I don't spend money on clothes at all. And I spent 280 of my hard-earned New Zealand dollars on a pair of sunnies.
And it's worth it. Bro, here's always been my thing about sunglasses that I've always said. If I'm going to wear something on my fucking face, it's not going to be cheap, dude.
No. Not the glasses, not the women. If it's on his face, it's expensive.
If it's sitting on my face,
it cost him money.
It's gonna cost me some fucking. Okay, wait. Carry on. Yes, it was coordinated. It was coordinated. Society reviews. What's up? Here's a good question. Did ACT kick the wrong welterweight out of their gym? Apparently not. Dude, that beef is so weird, man. Like, I don't even know. I don't even fucking know. And Colby's doing fine, so I'd say they're fine. And
I don't think you kick him out. I don't think you keep people because they're successful and you kick them out if they're not. You kick people out if they're making your gym environment worse. And Colby has had beefs with like everyone at ACT.
Would you rather have one guy that's winning and then bringing down the performance of everyone else in the chemistry of your entire team? Or would you rather have 5 people winning most of the time than one guy that usually wins, except if it fights Kamaru Usman? Good call. Yeah, that's what I'd say. And then the last one, we're ending on this. Elmo, which division would host the best tournament in the UFC? So, like, Pride tournaments. In my opinion, right off the top of my head, I just want to say featherweight right off the bat. But we've seen a little bit of movement in the featherweight division that have kind of solidified some people's spots there. So I would go...
Ooh, you know what? It's looking good.
Bantam?
Yeah. I'd say for the past, 8 years, it's been lightweight. And then last year, it was featherweight. And now I think it's going to be 135. Because just in the top... You could put the whole top 15 in a tournament, and I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Jan, Dillashaw, Aldo, Sandhagen, Font, Dvalishvili, Cruz, Vera, Munoz, Moraes, Edgar, O'Malley, Simon, Yadong, Asuncao. Fuck, that's amazing.
That's the clear answer. Yeah, I don't remember if it was on the podcast or on Twitch where someone asked, like, what's the most competitive division? Or, no, I think it was on Twitter. And I immediately was like, you want to just say 155 right off the bat because that was always
because it has been for so long.
Yeah, and then 145 made a case for it for a while. But I was like, no, though. Look at the dog fights. Jan and Corey. Corey TJ. Like, dude. And the guy that's probably not the best right now is also the champ.
Yep.
It's 135.
That doesn't happen often.
No, it does not. And just to make sure no one takes that wrong, dude, I think Aljo did better against Piotr Jan than people give him credit for sure. And at the end of the day, he didn't fucking bait a knee. He might have fucking milked it a little bit, but that's on Jan. Not saying.
I think he also didn't make the decision to give himself the belt. Like, I didn't think they were even going to give him the belt until they put it on him. You know, I didn't know that was the rule.
And then God forbid his friends encourage him to actually celebrate because technically he did leave with the belt.
Yeah.
And that's where I think he chose to go heel and go Henry Cejudo on it and just start fucking owning it. Because he's like, people are going to hate me anyway? Cool, let's dig my heels into this and let's make them hate me.
Make a name for myself out of it, for sure. And I think it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. He did what, if they're going to hate me, you know, whatevs.
I'll make some money.
Yeah. But Aljo did way better in that fight than some people act. Was he going to win? Fuck no. Especially towards when it was happening. But you look at those first couple rounds, Aljo wasn't doing terrible. When you look at the stats, you go, fuck.
Oops. Yeah. Oops.
Oops. The takedown guy went 1 for 17, and the other guy, oh, Christ. Woo! He's going to have his hands full. But there you go. 135 would be violence, for sure. That's our answer.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I say
that's us.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm kind of low energy.
Don't you dare.
Yeah.
Everyone, go and give Mac love on Twitter because he is the heart and soul of MMA Twitter, and we all know it. Everyone, have you noticed, by the way, that every 2 weeks someone tweets about how much of an angel Mac is? You guys notice that?
Those are my
just
burners.
Like Bane or someone.
Those are my burners, bro.
Oh yeah, Bane's your burner account.
Yeah. Dude, I've let my beard grow out that much, bro. Like, just it's just getting the back where, dude. That's how thick it is.
You're just a hottie with a body, dude. It's all right.
With a beard, maybe. But
hottie with a beard.
It's not like it's all matted up. This shit's combed. It's that thick. It'll hold a pin.
So thank you guys for tuning in. Go and give Mac some love on Twitter. You might see some content from him in the coming little while from a certain island in the Northern Hemisphere.
We'll see.
Who knows? Who even knows?
I mean, I'll say it. It's booked.
It's booked.
Just the day before, I got some shit. I got passport shit. It should work out, but you know how passport.
Mac has a lot of felonies.
Yeah,
so
dude, I'm trying to get those
visa issues.
Yeah. Your Honor, it was a picogram, my man.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me fly to London for the title, my man. All right, you know what?
Picogram of meth. How's he gonna end it, guys? How's he gonna end it? That's the question. You could say something rude. Probably illegal.
Fuck it. Let's just get nasty with it, bro.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm gonna just fucking say it.
Oh shit.
Happy belated Women's Day to all the females out there.
Well done, Mac. I knew you were gonna fucking hit the swerve.
I was gonna say something fucked up. I went the other way, so word.
What were you gonna say?
I'm not gonna say it.
We're not live, are we? Oh, we're still live.